Hey, everybody, welcome to the Value Add Podcast with EQ. I'm your host, EQ. And as you know, each episode we seek to add value to you on your journey to becoming your best self. And just like every other episode, we have another dynamic guest who is going to share their insights on life and love and everything in between. But I've had the opportunity to watch this brother really grow and evolve in his craft, and he's just an awesome person. And so, of course, he can do a better job of telling you about himself than I can. And so, everybody, I want you to welcome to the Value Add Podcast, Mr. Timico Sawyer, a.k.a. Sawyer Boy.
Oh, yeah. What's going on,
Sawyer!
What's going on, man?
We hit it, man. Hey, I said, I was just telling my wife today, I said, it really speaks volumes to you as a person when you can call high-valued people, such as yourself, and say, hey, you know what, I'm doing something. I would like you to be a part of it. And not only do they agree, but they're enthusiastic and excited to be a part of it.
It's my boy, right?
So I'm happy to have you on this podcast, and it is my hope that we add some value to our listeners, and that they can get a greater appreciation for not who Sawyer Boy is, but more so who Timico is.
Yeah. Because it's that time now for them to know Timico. Yeah, too, instead of just Sawyer Boy.
Definitely.
So,
so for those who may not be familiar with you, Sawyer, let the people know who you are, what you do, and just introduce yourself, man.
All right, well, like you say, everyone know me as Sawyer Boy, but Timico Sawyer, graduated from D.W. Davis, 1998. Been in a couple of little corporate jobs and then doing my thing. I in my 40s now, so we get a little story. So I could say so much. Yeah, I've been in the corporate, and I've been to the casino for 7 years, been in the commercial bank for 9 years, and then had one little feeling like, boy, I need something else to do. So I get into this. Been doing this year about to make 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, but this
10
year,
years.
10 years.
Full time?
Full time. 2016. So that'll be what, 7 years?
Yeah.
7 years full time.
That's all.
Yeah, but I started so off. I do 3 years whilst I was working on people's job, and then it hit me like, boy, I need some more time. So something had to go in. So I had to leave them people's job, but they're paying me that regular money.
So for those who don't know what this is, I know what this is.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you do, but let the people know exactly what it is that Timico does, man.
Content creation, a lot of marketing. I stand a comedian now. So I have a TV show, so I'm a producer, writer. The new Sawyer Boy show, and one new one that I have coming out in 2023. I'm a radio personality at Star 106. Wedding host. I host weddings. I host baby showers. I's a daddy to 3. I's a father to 3. Let's put it like that. I's a father to 3. But it's so much things I doing. But so I get a lot. I'm a welder. I doing some welding.
You was a welder?
Yeah,
man. You was welder.
Like I say, it's a lot of things. I trying to get people to know Timico now. So,
right.
So the welding is something that I've been doing from 20 years this year. I started that, and I've been to BTVI in 2003. So I've been welding. And doing all that. I mean, I fired so much times. Wait, that's it. I had plenty job. So yeah, it's a lot about me, but I'm in entertainment. Sawyer Boy Entertainment is my business,
right?
And everything comes under that. So all forms of entertainment is me, and about to take it into a whole another level now too. So yeah.
Awesome, man. Now I remember. I think I first became aware of you a couple of years ago, but I think actually you were still at the bank when I first, because I remember one skit in particular. You had on the old shirt and tie, and you were in the car. And I can't remember what the skit was about, but it was something to the fact that, I really don't want to be going where I'm going, but I going because I gotta go. Right?
Yeah.
Give me an appreciation, Sawyer, because I mean, hands down, I can say this unapologetically. I don't care who corn I mash. You are the funniest comedian, Bahamian comedian out there right now. Like hands down. Like I don't know. Like hands down. I rack my brain, and I ain't just saying that. Like stand-up comedy, the only name that comes to mind. If they say who's the top Bahamian stand-up comedian, I'll be like Sawyer Boy. They say who else? I don't know nobody else. Like that's real talk.
All right.
I'm sure, and this isn't any offense to anybody else.
No, I definitely, I get where you're coming from.
But as far as the brand that you've built, right, in the space, definitely there's nobody doing what you're doing on the level that you're doing it as consistently as you're doing it, right? And so I applaud you for that. My question is, though, give me an appreciation for Timico Sawyer, child, like little boy Timico Sawyer, like running around the, like what were you doing, you know, when you were younger? And at what point did you realize that you had this gift to give people laughter? Like give me an appreciation for that.
But as a little boy, I grew up on Hawkins Hill. But I used to be outside. Like even if I got to sneak outside, I outside. Be playing somewhere. If we ain't playing marbles, we playing basketball, be playing parking. I barefoot sometimes, but
now hold on. Is parking or Porky? From Freeport.
No, it's parking, bro.
You saying it's Porky, but anyway.
If you playing Porky, you playing Porky and you jockey. I ain't know. It's parking to me.
Parking.
Yeah, man. Right. So we playing parking to me. I grew up and we you had to come outside. Ain't nothing was inside to do.
Right.
Nothing was inside. We ain't got no Super Nintendo. We ain't got no Nintendo and things like that yet.
Right.
Even if you get it, baby, you need. It's a small place, so you can't play it right now.
No, this the mid '80s.
Yeah, but
late '80s,
early '80s,
We ain't had no Nintendo and thing yet.
Yeah,
so
right.
you was outside.
Yeah, I outside. I gotta be outside. We ain't get no money for no Nintendo, so I gotta make whatever happen outside. Wait, you get one tennis ball, but you get all kinds of things. You could do it one tennis ball. You keep on throwing that off the roof. Like that's me. I come up in that era. That's my childhood. I had a good childhood where it was a lot of playing, a lot of interest in like climbing and athletic. I ain't grow up too far, so I could say that I come from that environment. And plus, it was kind of different because we was like the only white people, and they considered us white wherever I gone. So I like, you know, where we used to watch the movies where the black people go to school and there's only black children in the school. We was the only bright, conky Joe, whatever you want to call us, inside the school. So. It wasn't as easy as you may think it may be. So plenty of things you had to know how to do and how to, you know, fit in with everything else without being pick on and thing. Because you know when you go to government school and thing, but you got to be ready.
Yeah, government school is rap.
From you read, but that's easy going. That's easy. He can't beat me. So I come up like that, and but I just grew up off of Jim Carrey and then like Jim Carrey was someone I used to look up to, Eddie Murphy and thing. I like I like the when he play all the characters and the clumps and thing. I looking at that like, boy, dog, I like that. I like that, you know, and watching all that and going up off in Living Color. Like I always had that comedy in me. Like that was to be my thing. But me and my boy be watching in Living Color every Tuesday and Thursday.
Right.
9 p.m. If you miss it, they're coming on 1 o'clock in the morning. Like I know the time and everything frame for this. And I to the point now where I doing a stand-up comedy, but we come back to that, but I never thought I was going to be doing stand-up comedy too. Like watching it and things like that was like, yeah, but I like that. And now it come to a point, but when my Grammy died in 2011 is when, you know, all the family and things together, I making them laugh and things because I was doing well then. I had to put out my business card and they had my face on my business card, but I was working in the bank too. So the picture what I had on the welding card, I wear a nice tie and thing, I clean, I ain't get no beard and nothing, nice little haircut and thing. And I get that on my welding business card. And I was telling them my first call I get, one boy called me, like he's called me, he said, you still welding? I said, yeah. And he wasn't calling, but the welding is like, but it's a really nice picture you have on your wife, right? And I remember his name, and I was just telling a story, and my cousin's name was like, boy, Miko, you really need to push this a little further, but you can't just be making us laugh and like this. Like you have it's a chance for you to go out there and really make some more people laugh. And that's where I started out with like, all right, let me go and try it. So but it take me 2 years to really find a camera to start it. So 2013 was the first time I ever do a video.
Really?
Yeah, but
man, but like if you had asked me, I would have said, hey, the answer I was expecting was, yeah, man, growing up when I was shooting marbles, I used to be cracking jokes and I knew I was funny from then. but you telling me like really as an adult was when you decided that, you know, making people laugh is a thing that you're good at.
Yeah.
And that you want to do.
Yeah, because like I said before, like I know I can make my friends laugh.
Right.
Like, I only hang around people who is laugh. Everybody, as gangster as they may be, I get the funny gangsters as my friend. Like, yeah, you might know him for being just a pure gangster, but when this boy home, this boys be cracking joke, we like we love that type of thing. So everyone who I usually be around, like, it's usually a comedy inside there. So
Wow.
I mean, it was there, but like I said, and I started making children young too, so everything had to be put aside. Even like when I probably was getting into that part of really finding out, like, but you a little funny and thing, you know.
Right.
So it was like that. Like when I used to work at the casino, I used to have all them women and thing laughing in there. Like,
Right.
there's only three men waking around, 36 women.
Wow.
And I was 18 when I was fresh, boy. I was fresh out of there. And
Fresh
like,
meat.
I was fresh out of there, so I might think like, I can make you laugh.
Right.
You know, so I've been doing that until I get. My first one was on the way, so certain of my jokes I had to stop because you know you got to stop doing them things. If you don't stop doing them things, your baby can come out just like that. So it's like, all right, I got to stop this. So I ended up putting it aside for a very long time, and like I say, like around that time, I started doing a couple of video, and it was easy because it was just video. I ain't got no time anyway, so being home and trying to hurry up doing a little 15-second, 30-second something was I got to do that.
Man, hold on.
And it just kick off from that
Right.
way.
So what I'm thinking is because if you saying that's 10 years, right? That's pretty much 10 years. But what you've been able to accomplish in this space in the last 10 years is remarkable to me because I would have sworn that I just discovered you. Like I just came across your content a couple of years ago, but you was doing this for a long time. But that's crazy. So talk me through now, you know, you got your day job, you're doing what you got to do, and then you're saying, okay, well, I'm doing this video. At what point was the decision made that, you know what, this is what I am going to do? Like, I can, like, not just, all right, I got some time, and just put up something, let me see what stick, but like, you know what, I got a talent for this.
Yeah.
Let me really focus on building this aspect of I mean, I don't even know if you was using the terminology brand, but let me build this aspect of who I am and really put this out there to turn this into something. Like at what point was that? And talk me through that transition from, I just doing this as a thing to now you was fucking Sawyer Boy. Like that's you. Like,
wait. All right, so like I say, start doing this in 2013. I still working to the Commonwealth Bank. I was working to the bank, and like I said, was doing both. I ended up winning the Bohemian Icon Award in 2015. Then that started changing everything because it was just a hobby. It was just something I was doing, you know, clowning. I ain't get no time. I mean, I get time to do some stuff in between doing all daddy and all this, and I win that award, and that kind of changed things because now it ain't just for fun no more. People was like, hey, we need you for this, or what do you think about this? And now my life started to change because people calling me to be a part of stuff where you get the things, it get stuff to do with acting. So I acting and I doing these little funny videos and hosting these events and things like that started coming in. So now I started making money. So I ain't just doing it on air. I started making money. And what happened was, like, it hit me one time because some people started calling me from the Family Islands. Was like, baby, we want you to come over and host this event. And that's like, baby, when it is, they say like Thursday 2 p.m. And I was like, but I can be the white.
I gotta go to the bank.
You know what I mean? So I can't tell the people I need to push out because I gotta go on the island to do that. But you know, you're on the people job, you're on the man job, but you ain't. So I had to turn this person down, and then a couple other people started calling, and like turning them down because, wait, I ain't hosting no event. First of all, because I don't talk in front of people.
Right.
That ain't never been my thing.
Really?
Never been my thing, but I don't take a part in assembly in school. I get them little lines, boy, I shaking, I pee a little bit. And boy, I there like, cause I ain't into that, people looking at me. So I got them turning down plenty, but the landlord started calling the same time. Doing it was like, I can need to take on. So I started hosting events because of that.
Wow.
Like it was just another opportunity to make some money that I actually needed because things was in things.
Hold on, now, because because that shit, I learned some things now. Because, like I said, the thought would have been that, okay, well, this is something that this was always the element, right? But for you to say now that, you know, really talking in front of people was anything. And mind you, I've heard you, now that I think about it, I've heard you say that sometimes, you know, even to this day, you still get a bit nervous before you go on stage. But so how do you, I mean, I understand that, okay, well, you know, circumstances, it's like, hold on, wait, people calling me to give me money. I need money. I could do this thing. But how do you make that transition and overcome, for lack of a better term, that fear of talking in front of people? Because you wouldn't, like, looking at you on stage, dude, like you look like you is a fish in water, like that's your element. Like what is that process of, what was that process of overcoming that to now make this a thing? And then, like, what is your process if this is still a challenge that you're able to just show up and perform for the people, man?
Wait, that's still a challenge. Like, well, is much better now than it was before. And for me to really fight and get over the fact of I scared to be in front of people, no matter. Wait, I could go by being to primary school. But people call me to the primary school, the talk to the jury and everything. But I shaking. Like, I good. Wow. But before I go on, I shaking. But because I giving you on me, but this got to be right. You know, I need you all to take this in a good way. I don't need my name, like not just name, but that's my job. That's right. Like you go on your job, but if you doing whatever business is you doing that you in, you want the people to see your best work. So that's me every time I touch the mic, no matter how it may look. Can't go out there and I say something I ain't prepared for, and I talking to kids, and then it go another way, and now I freaking out because mother's sick. That's children. I ain't supposed to say it like that. Right. So it's a lot I gotta think about and be like, boy, Miko, you putting yourself out there, so that's add even more pressure onto it because you don't want to make that mistake. And the fact that I choose comedy where I gotta go out there and perform every time, like actually make people laugh, and Bohemians at that. I ain't never know tough, boy. Bohemians way. So it's rough, but I realized for me to conquer some of my fears, I had to jump straight into it. That's why I be like, all right, if I say it, that's why some of my posts that I post it so I can't go back on it. Because if I just say it in my head and no one hear me, and I change my mind because I get a little scared,
ain't no accountability.
Nobody know what it.
Nobody can hold
it. But if I put that there, and I don't
be
put
looking
that
for
there,
it.
Right? So it's now it's like I have to go out there and do that. So I had to cheat it a little bit and do stuff like that because I know I can't go against what I say I can give you. I come from Atlanta, so you gotta blow away the customer. You learn that, man. You gotta blow away the customer. They catch me when I was 18, so that always been in me, boy. So I bring that, like every job I've been on, I learn certain things, and then just bring them over to the next job, and this kind of helped me. It's hard, but it take 10 years for me to get, like right now, I feel a little bit more comfortable than it was before because I just was learning it too. Right. So right now I feel like by 10 years, I learned some things in 10 years, but let me show you what I learned in 10 years, and that's where I is right now.
That's solid, man.
Let me show you all where I at right now. Because I just was doing things clown it. Half of my videos I was doing inside the bathroom to wait. And showing you in the bathroom to wait. I come to a point where one of my co-workers come to me and she was like, wait, we could hear you through the vents. Yeah, wait, so all my Bohemian word of the day is, all my Bohemian word of the day, if you see it be just against that white wall was in Commonwealth Bank bathroom, wait. I ain't got no time, wait, I ain't got no car, but I was working there. I was training by Bahama from 6 to 10. I had to find a ride to go pick up my children from my old lady and then carry them home, and it was a lot. But at the same time, it was like, wait, Miko, you done start something, so I got to keep on going. Then Instagram on them 15-second videos, so it's like, Bohemian word of the day. One video they ended up doing good, and it was like, wait, that didn't take me long. Right. That was quick. So it was like, I jump on that, and wait, that's what got me with the whole Icon Award thing and changed the whole thing.
So, all right, I got that appreciation. Now, talk me through, at what point did you say, I want you to talk me through the journey of, well, you know what? I can leave my good bank job.
2016.
So you see where again? Talk me through that. Like how we get from I can leave my good bank job to where we are today.
2016, wait. Like it just, I was to that point where when I pull up the weight in the parking lot, dog, I don't come out the car for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes because I don't want to go inside this place with.
Wow.
So it was like that a lot. I used to go to work. I was going to wait for like 3 months, 4 months with my resignation letter right there in the car just to turn in. But every time I reached there, it was like, no, Jed. Like I get scared or whatever. But yeah, I know something just hit me and I felt it. And the fact that I didn't have to ask nobody at that point is like I knew it was like this a concrete decision I just made.
So,
But I laid that my daughter born June, I leave them July. So I had a brand new baby. Like Taylor Rose was 1 month, and I leave that to go into welding, not Sawyer Boy Entertainment. I leave my job to be like, I'm gonna do something different.
Right.
Welding is it, not this. Like this was still a hobby. This was the side thing.
wow.
But when I weld since I live, because this just took
Hold
over.
on. So you put in your resignation letter thinking that you're going to do welding,
Just
and
say-
they ain't do no welding.
Right. Welding sound better on the resignation letter. And as I was talking to my managers, like, hey, I leaving this because I really going into this welding. That sound better than like going into this comedy, man. I gotta make some videos and things. So it was that. But like I said, going into the welding. But when I started doing this, it started coming in. But I ain't pick up the welding machine since I left.
Wow. So let me ask you this. So if you go back to 2016 or 2013 even, right? Knowing what you know now, would you have done anything differently? Like knowing that, but you know what? If I really apply myself, if I focus, like this thing could be a thing. Like, would you have done anything differently, or you think you still would have gone through the process because of what you learned and gained?
But I think I would have do the same exact thing what I do because I've been going home from 2013.
Yeah.
Like everything what I doing is more than I've been doing the day before. Like I ain't never had no day when I feel like I fall off. Even though it might be like I low, but ain't no day was like, yeah, that was my work before better than the work after. So from 2013, but I wish I had some more money. If I had some more money when I was doing it, then I could have do more. Like, I could have been able to get more equipment and do some more things. But I still would. I think I would still do this part because I get to appreciate it more.
Right.
I get to learn more. Like, I don't care what you get going on, but like, I can let some people, they could wait and bring their thousands of dollars worth of material and equipment and stuff, and I feel like I'll do the same thing and something a little better and have it ready within that same day. Like within that same day, like
Wow.
And and that's only because I had no other option but to learn how to do certain things a certain way without having anything. So
No, I mean honestly, like I while I have an appreciation for being, for lack of a better term, one man band. Like guys that the guys do everything. Like I started doing everything my fucking self. Like I had to learn because I didn't have the money to pay nobody to do it. I had the time, so I was like, let me learn how to do this thing, right? But how do you, like, what was that process? Like, you know, because I think a lot of people struggle with, because I don't have X, I can't start.
Right.
Or because I don't have X, Y, and Z, I can't start. You was like, I got this. This is what I got. I can start with
that's
this.
all I get, boy.
So like, but how talk me through like what was it? This was a, like I'm trying to get that. I want people to understand that you don't need to have everything in place, and because that's actually one of my biggest things. Like I tell people, utilize the resources that you have easy and ready access to. Like start where you are. So let's talk to that process and help the people understand what the mental aspect was. What was your mentality where I ain't got it, but this is what I got, so I can start. Like, let's talk through that.
Yeah, I think it came to the point where I knew I couldn't wait no more. Like whatever this was like, wait, this gotta happen. This gotta happen now. So it's like, wait, I ain't waiting for no likes or to have no Canon, Sony, whatever big time camera it is. Why we get these phones? Just make this phone work. I got a phone now. What I doing everything on this? Got a camera on it. That I started to use that. I ain't got no lighting thing, so I started to shoot more of my videos in the daytime. I shoot my videos in the daytime. If I got to be inside the house, I next to the window. So because that light coming in the window, so I use that real natural light to make my stuff happen. Because once people could see it and hear it, that's really what matters.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's really what matters, especially for something like that. You know, this ain't no big time thing. So I was like, but I can't wait on no one. I can't wait on no one. Money wasn't coming in like that. Money been tight. And I already know what it is to make work of what you got.
Right.
So I had to be like that. And plus, I see other people was doing it. And I was like, I could do that. And I could do that. So, and it also turned into like, but I got something to prove. And I can't wait to show y'all because, but y'all big time doing these things that y'all doing. But I could do that.
Right.
You know, like, I never do it before. But I know in my head, it's like, but I could do that, like. So I was like, but it was more like I turned it into a challenge. Because I know with me, certain things, I have to turn it into a challenge. Because if it ain't a challenge to me, it ain't going to keep my interest. So I had to turn it into a challenge. And my challenge was, well, show these people you could make some quality stuff and you don't got to spend no money. Or you just use what you get.
Yeah.
Because at the same time, it's like, if I make it, that'd be good to tell somebody that, boy, look at me, boy, been doing this for 10 years. And I still ain't get no equipment. You know what I mean? I get a camera, but later on when I start making some money, I buy a better camera and stuff like that. But even at that point, it was like, but still do it with the phone because you're still trying to show people that you could. I had a whole TV show on TV that I shoot with my phone.
No way.
My phone.
Really?
I have episodes. I have like 7 seasons, boy.
Wow, with your phone.
My phone. Like the first one, I use a camera because I use my boy camera.
Right.
But then, second season was something different. I started doing on my own. Or in the middle of the first season, I started doing on my own. And I was like, but there's an iPhone way again. So, like I say, I've been doing videos before where I know how to get the right lighting. If I go outside, I can't beat that. You know what I mean? So I was doing a lot of that. And like I said, I want to show people that, boy, you don't got to wait to get no $10,000. And I see the people who wait for the equipment and still put out garbage. So I was like, but that don't make no sense.
Yeah.
So at the same time as I was waiting to get better, I was also learning and going through the process and getting better at the craft. So even when the people come 5 years later talking, oh, I finally get my likes and the camera I want. You got to catch up now, boy, because it's a whole different game. Like now you got to still learn the whole process and you could have been learning that process just within the 5 years, you know what I mean? Right. So I was learning how to edit. I never edited before in my life, right? So I learned how to edit when I started doing my videos. And that's why I started doing plenty one-take videos. Where I don't edit. I edit the front and the back. I trim. So I try to make it, even when I mess up, it was like, cut it. Let's do the whole thing over again.
Wow.
So it's like you get that one continuous thing. And that ain't because I was trying to prove. That's because, wait, I don't get much time. I don't know how to edit this properly. And if I say it straight through, you'll have a better flow. So that's what I've been doing. And that's just so like, babe, you can make it happen with having as limited equipment as possible. Right?
Wow, that's awesome, man. So now this is only I like to think I'm a funny guy in small settings. Right?
That's a good way to start.
I can talk some shit. My wife is laugh at my jokes. Right. Sometimes
she should. Sometimes she should laugh at the jokes.
She should laugh,
even if they ain't funny. She should still laugh at the jokes.
But how do you consistently, because you consistently come up with fucking I ain't did no like I think. If somebody say, what's the funniest thing you ever heard from Sawyer Boy, right? For me, that would be like, I could relate to that. I can't remember exactly how I go, but mommy used to go to ninja classes and she throw that slipper.
Oh, yeah.
Because I get bites with a slipper before. So, but how do you consistently come up with your material? And what is the process by which you refine it, and then deliver it so that it could fucking hit
So
every time, right?
Wait, I just like all that story right there with the slipper and thing, dog. I used to get beaten. My mommy used to throw the slipper at me like a ninja star, and then the slipper hit me and come back there. She put it back on the foot and thing, but like she had them type of power. So, but at the same time, it's like, dog, I grew up getting beaten. You know what I mean? She ain't never throw the slipper to me and it come back to her. But dog, we telling stories now.
Right.
I still keep the like my stuff 80, 85, 90% true. Like, yeah, I exaggerate some things just to bring that, because I gotta make you laugh. You see me?
Right.
I gotta add that little style inside. That's so basically me telling stories of things what I've been through, but I've been in relationships with. So now, dog, my exes them know why I talking with you. I give you all 10 years. We break up 10 years, but some things coming out.
Right.
But it still be enough point where they know I can never disrespect them at no level. But everything what I've been through, I talk about them because everyone could relate that. These things would happen right here in the Bahamas. Wait, when I drive in Nassau, dog, I could talk about driving in Nassau for 1 hour because it's and I ain't gonna make up nothing. These things, it's just things I see on a regular basis. We're like trying to come. You ever try to get out of fifth place corner on the 20? Like, you cannot, like, it's like that's like how relationships is, right? Like, to get into a relationship with me right now, it's like trying to get on the Tony Williams way. Like, but you're talking to people. Hey, what you saying, girl? You all right? What you saying? How much money you getting, girl? No, they gotta keep on going. That's the same way the cars them shooting past you. And I just like to talk about stuff like that. Because if I say something which you could relate to, then boom. When I mention D.W. Davis and when I mention SAC, people who out to the shows, if they come from SAC, dog, I wake them up. Whoop! SAC in the building, big red machines. They turn that and they carry on to a whole another level, and I use that. Like, oh, y'all from SAC and y'all. And then in my head, it's like, wait, who they rival is me? Oh, QC. So I'm like, where the QC people at? Right. Now it's like, I turn it into something completely different because they used to that rivalry. They know what that rivalry is. They know what that rivalry bigs up. And that's like saying, joking away once I bring up a Saxon. Who's Saxons in building? Boy, I don't care how quiet you was. You be in the funeral. Any Saxons? Oh, Saxons, volley in the belly. But no matter where you are.
That's even after this year?
After this year is a little different. I ain't never tried it in 2023. I ain't tried it in 2023 yet, but so I know it's just relatable. I try to keep it as relatable as possible. That way I don't feel like I work in dread.
I feel that. So let me ask you this. So like I said, I was introduced to Sawyer Boy, not Timico. Right. I was introduced to Sawyer Boy. I'll share a story with you. I think I never tell you this, but I can tell you now because this is my fucking podcast.
Yeah, this is you serving the drinks.
We went out to me and my now wife, then girlfriend. We went. Where's my wife? She ain't here. Anyway, we went out. We were at the.
I know if I like.
We were at the. Where was the Night of Laughter? It's like the thing where they used to have the comedy show.
Yeah.
Is a Night of Laughter in Fun or something like that, right?
Valentine's one.
Yeah, Valentine's one. They had some, international comedians there, and I knew Sawyer Boy. We didn't have the relationship that we have now, but I knew who he was, and it's like who I was, and it's like, hey, then me and Dekel was just dating, both Lex Bobby was just dating,
right?
And I hear you get, hey, what you saying? And she say, I want to take one picture of them, and I was like, okay, well, I'm secure.
I remember you.
And then I see Sawyer put his arm around my woman, right? They get nice picture, right? I was mad.
Yeah,
I was mad. Needless to say, I did call my boy Harrison Thompson and I said, listen, I need to reevaluate this relationship thing, man, because this gal out being all snatch up with these fucking celebrities and then, But so
I just got to hug people with my fist closed now, wait. Like it come to that, but it's like, wait, but I want certain people thinking something. Yeah, but yeah.
So I was mad. That was the thing.
Sorry,
that was the thing. No, it ain't you. That was the thing. So we had that conversation. Needless to say, so she was like, well, you was put your arms around woman too, and I was like, this ain't about me. We talking about you and your indiscretions.
It's you, and it's your problem.
But and boy, I every now and again I scroll down that picture
Hey,
on her Instagram, I just be like, she need to delete this shit.
but
But anyway,
people mad me. That's
what I was gonna say. Because I mean, dude, like you're in the public eye. You're known. You're a very funny guy, but you're very out there in the public eye. I'm sure you have been the subject of many of a domestic fucking arguments.
I know what that.
Why you with Sawyer Boy? So my the point of the question is like how do you deal with, because a lot more people know you than you know them.
Right.
Do you ever think that when you go out and you do things or say things, how that may have an effect on the little man or the little woman or the, you know, like, is that something that's on your mind, or you just doing you?
No, wait, that's on top of my mind, wait. Like everything that I do now is because, not now, but hey, ever since, like, from my day, like I say, from my being a daddy, my whole life changed. Because now it's like everything I put out is like they looking to me. So it gotta be like, even if things ain't making it, they gotta know why they ain't making it, or daddy ain't going out like this. And I gotta make sure they don't hear certain things about me that I don't want to put them in a place where daddy is do it. Daddy is do it. So I know, because if I don't want that to happen, I gotta make sure I have a little clean route. So wait, plenty things change. Wait, the way I deal with women changed after my little girl started getting bigger, and it's like, okay, I realized I gotta start doing different things with my relationships with women and stuff, and not bringing around, you know, like, but it's been a long time. Like, my children don't see nothing what's really be going on.
Right.
Like, I don't bring that in their face and things, so I know it's like. But back then, like, when they're smaller, but like, but they know it's be happening when they go sleep and things. Like, I'm sorry, but like, when y'all go sleep, then. But that's how it was. But now it growing now, so you can't do the same thing. So plenty of things had to change, and then I started to look at life differently too, because I got a woman. It's a grown woman growing up in my house. This a little man, this a young man growing up in my house. So I have to do things to show them and teach them, like, this is the way you need to be. And I know where I grew up from. We ain't never had much, but at the same time, we had a lot, like morals and how to be a good person and things like this. So that's the things that I push more, and I gotta show it. But I can't be saying it and then I doing something different. So like I say, plenty of things. I just row and thing a lot, because, you know, I saw entrepreneur, like, things going on, but when you home is when certain things come out, and sometimes the people at home is get affected by it. So my thing for not want my kids to be affected by the fact that I stress out, or I get into my depression or anxiety, or by this landlord calling me and y'all trying to figure out, like, them videos and thing when they making up, they ain't no make believe, dog. Like, landlord is coming knock on my and then they do on my door and they do, like, these things happening to me and they do, but I gotta make the best out of it. So my videos is be me trying to pay BPL and then trying to not let my current cut off, because I know some of them be like, dog, he just been in here yesterday for the same thing. So that's my end. Like I say, I gotta show them, but I gotta grow them up. My daddy was there, and my daddy was there in a way where, like I say, he ain't had much, but it's like, boy, I learned all this, and these are things you need to go about your life, not the worldly things, but life in general, and how to appreciate it more. So that's the things that I just try to push. So I can't do no bunch. I can't give showing gals and thing on my shoulder and thing like that no more.
No, you can't do that no more.
Under the bridge and thing, and we just winding up and thing, and people recording me correct, but dog, they see me. So I know I can't.
You high red, but you get high.
From I put myself out there, I ain't just do all the things because I get kids, dog.
Right.
People that see me, boy.
Right.
People that see me, so I gotta stop. I can't be a junglist like that no more, because
just one junglist.
I gotta make just one junglist, but I can't be, because I need that money. This is my brand.
Right.
And that's the same thing too. But it's my brand. But I is super value. I don't sound like Kanye West or anything like that. No, but dog, I Sawyer Boy. Like, that's Sawyer Boy Entertainment is me. My image, the things I say. I can't be cussing and things like that, dog. I ain't no big cusser anyway.
Right.
Like, a cuss when it's necessary, but not every time. Because my kids is be watching my wife, pastors is be watching my wife. So I gotta make it fit in. Like I say,
you gotta find that harmony.
Right.
That making it.
So I can't just put myself out there like that.
So how different, for lack of a better term, is Timico Sawyer from Sawyer Boy? Like, what is it a situation where Sawyer Boy is exaggerated version of Timico? Is Sawyer Boy an alter ego? Like you got fucking Clark Kent and Superman. Like what is the difference and how different is Sawyer Boy from Timico Sawyer?
Sawyer Boy is what I would like to be on a regular basis. Like I wouldn't mind because when I saw your boy, like dog, I out there, boy. I started, but people looking at me, and I used to want the center of attention, and I used the one who starting the conversation, so I'm the one who making you laugh. Dog, when I cut off, boy, I completely different, boy. I say introvert, that's me. I in the corner. If you see me anywhere, boy, I lean in the corner, that's me. I ain't talking. And I always been like that. Like I said, when I first started doing my videos, people watching my videos, they wake at me and they looking at me like, this can't be you.
It can't be you, yeah.
Because, I mean, that's me, like I say, and it's because of just of a lot of fairs. A lot of fairs allowed me as Timico Sawyer. But when I saw your boy, like, them fairs ain't a part of me no more. I can't be afraid to talk in front of nobody. I can't be afraid to make people laugh. I can't be afraid to put on this little hanging weave on the side and turning myself into Kalika because that's my axis.
Let's talk about it. Like, how the fuck did you come up with? Because Kalika, like
I just see her yesterday in real life. You think I joke? I tell people I say, but that's Kalika in real life. And they're looking at me like, what? And then they're like, yeah, right.
Honestly, when I don't know what the inspiration was for Kalika. Right?
I can tell you,
but when I see Kalika, I think of, and you mentioned it before, in Living Color. Like I remember Shanae, right?
Yeah.
Like and
Wanda,
and but like what? How you came up with Kalika?
Kalika is 70% my ex. Like the characteristics and everything. She is an Aquarius for a reason. For some reason, I've been checking a lot of Aquarius in my life.
What your sign is?
Libra.
I don't fucking know what they mean, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know what they mean either. But apparently they know. And apparently I know Libra. I mean Aquarius.
You like Aquarius?
They crazy. I don't know, but for some reason I like them. I know, wait, like you're crazy, by the way. Like can't stand you, but I like you, Dre. I like you. You know. So yeah, like I say, but like it's real life stuff. So
right.
I've been through a lot of stuff with my ex. Like it's a lot. The fact like accusing of cheating all the time, like out of the blue, and it's like, but you was a character, dog, and we get into this, and it's like, but I done ain't making no money, you done making me mad. But these videos, you gotta give me topics, so I using them topics, and I just turn it into that. And plus, Kalika is a mixture of Bahamian women that I've met and heard of, and I just combine it together. The voice,
I ain't gonna lie, Kalika's remind me of my ex.
Yeah, but dog, I get women, grown women who trip out over Kalika. And any woman who trip out over Kalika, when they tell me Kalika's my favorite character, and it's because Kalika, they can see themselves in her dread. Because they be like, these people is like CEOs and supervisors and managers of people that these buying, and they trip out over Kalika because they know, like, crazy, just like her, right? Like I freak out, yes, I got a good heart, but I crazy when I get home. I's a different character. So that's why I came up with the Kalika character, and now I've been doing it for 10 years, and boy, I drop in one sitcom, dog. This sitcom is with all my characters combined. I talk about high quality, and boy, it could be nasty.
All right, so if I'm being honest, like I always wonder, because you referenced Eddie Murphy. You said Eddie Murphy is one of the guys you look up to in the industry, long time, and I always wonder how troubled mentally people are who can embody different characters in the same set. Like I watched like fucking Nutty Professor, The Clumps, and just, you know, you look at Eddie Murphy or Tyler Perry, you like the fact that y'all go back and forth as different fucking people. Now mind you, I have at least three people in my head too, right? Like I have internal conversations, right? I can't necessarily act that out. But the fact that y'all could really embody a different character in the same set, like what is that? Like help me understand. Like how do you? Is it these internal conversations that you're having with yourself, or do you actually now when you put on Kaliko or Fat Chris or any of these other characters that you have, it's like, I mean, literally, like it ain't like Sawyer Boy acting as. It's like Kalika's his own character. She's her own character. The fucking Fat Chris, he's his own character. Like, how the fuck do you do that, dog?
Wait, a lot of practice, but I don't know, a lot of practice. But like I say, I my mind is always be just going. Like even when I'm recording, but like the things that I thinking about, and like I already put things in my head. But I don't know, like I say, I just like the fact that I could bring out a different. I know my head ain't. I know my head ain't no good way. Like dog, I know. Dog, I to a point where I think I need to call Harry myself. Like I know I gotta call Harrison and be like, bro, I think we need to talk. Like I know that for a fact we gotta talk, by Harrison. Like, I know that. But at the same time, it's like, but yeah, I know people liking it. People liking it, just paying the bills and thing right now. But yeah, I feel like I get a little crazy and thing. Because I used to be having some conversations where I ain't gonna lie, I used to be to the point now where I used to be pretty good by myself, right? And I know, I think I say it might be a little crazy for you, but I solve a lot of problems and I have a lot of things happen when I by myself. Well, even if I have a thought, but I'll have another thought and say, but you talking shit, bro. That don't make no sense. But why you doing that? You only doing that because blah, blah, blah. And I be like, dog, that's true. I ain't doing that because and so yeah, I know what it is, but that's the kind of conversation. Not the conversations, but that's the kind of scenarios and
no, but I mean,
be going through my
I
head.
think all of us, because you know, I literally have daily conversations, and I ain't talking about I have thoughts and then thoughts. Like legit, it's three of us.
Yeah,
it's this dude, and me.
Right.
And everybody is sharing their fucking opinions on something. And but I think that's a healthy part of being self-aware, right? The fact that
I believe that.
I really believe
You
that.
do.
And but I never fucking act it out. Like all that is.
You never had the choice to. I have no other choice. You gotta realize like what I doing now is like, dog. What I doing now is like, all right, I guess we gotta try this. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when you're going through some stuff, like, let's try plan A. Plan A don't work well, let's try plan B. Plan B don't work out. Dog, I like on plan W, but in my head, I feel like I on plan W. And it's like, boy, all right, let's see what we can do with this. So it's like, I all in, boy. Like, I all in. Like, call me crazy all you want, but like, plenty of people who are there, they're crazy. Like you say, they going through some things. And like, I don't want to be the one sitting down there moping over it and not doing anything. Right. Like, I don't mind going through my struggles if I could turn them into something that can make some people laugh. Or can make some people be like, dog, I going through the same thing too, boy. This is how I dealing with it. So sometimes when I put out a video, I'll see people comment and I'll be like, oh, I should just do that.
Right.
And I do that, and that help. Even though I ain't come out and say this is what I going through. Right. This is a video of what I going through. Part of it, people don't even know, like, these are some things I going through. Yeah. And we talking to each other. So I having conversations, even though I just having conversations with myself, it's me having conversations with everybody that I have watching. Because each character that I play, somebody out there like that, or they know someone like that.
Yeah, they can relate.
And I know these people, like, I ain't just acting them out because this in my head. Like, I know a Fat Chris in real life. I know Grammy Sawyer in real life. Right. So I seen the Grammy Sawyers. I just have I see this Grammy Sawyer, that Grammy. I grew up with Grammys. Grammys is across the road. And I just put them all together. Right. And that's basically all I doing. I don't know. I just like to record it, but I don't know. I just like to record it, but
fucking continue to do what you're doing, dog. Like I said, like, no bullshit. Like, as far as, and I can get into something, but I need to say this. Like, I admire you. I respect you. Like I actually enjoy what you fucking do. Like, I mean, you know, like I said, there are people out there doing stuff, but when I come across your shit, I stop and I take it in.
Respect, man. Respect,
so I appreciate that. So now let's talk about this, right? Because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, my whole thing is, like, I do believe in, you know, pursuing your passion and this, but I'm not the fucking starving artist, nigga. Like, that ain't me, right? And one of the things that, like, I've gone on record over and repeatedly saying that I don't consider myself a creative, right? I am somebody in the creative industry. Okay. Me and my wife had this conversation. She said, all right, well, you may not consider yourself a creative, but you are a creator because you do shit, right? And I can appreciate it. Like, we had that conversation. My daughter and I had that conversation. But my question to you is like, how do you now take something? And I mean, you know, just even hearing your story today, it was like, okay, well, you know, I found out I was good at this thing, and it's like, you know, this is money was coming in, but how do you now move from I can do this as a, and I hate the fucking term, but fucking side hustle, like this is something that I'm doing on the side, to now, you said it today that Sawyer Boy Entertainment is your business. Like, how do you take a creative craft? How did you take your creative craft and your creative channel of expression and turn it into a fucking business? Like, this is my brand. This is my, like how are you now supporting your 3 kids and fucking paying your rent? And I show you got more than one fucking car because you got like how are you now monetizing? Like how are you making a business and in a successful and profitable business from something that you used to do in the bathroom by fucking Commonwealth Bank? Like, how is that? Like, talk me through that, because I think as creatives, a lot of people struggle with that business aspect, right? And mind you, it's okay if you say, but you know, I'm still trying to figure this shit out. Okay. But like, I have always been business first. Like, this thing got to make dollars for it to make sense. And so, yeah, even though I'm driven, I'm guided by my passion. Like, I ain't into that stopping out of shit. Right. Like, all right, this is what I like to do. Let me figure out how I can make my passion profitable. How have you been able to do that with Sawyer Boy Entertainment? And I mean, fuck, like I say, but like I put you, like I challenge any one of y'all out there. Give me another entertainer in this comedic space in the Bahamas who is doing what Sawyer Boy is doing on the level that he's doing it at, as consistently as he's doing it at. Drop it in the comments, because I want to fucking know, because I can't think of one.
Yeah, but they could drop all guy names inside.
Yeah, fuck that. Like, but I want to see it, because like I said, I mean, man, you got people out there doing stuff, but dude, like, I mean, like, anyway, so let's answer that question, because we go off on that. That could be another episode, but but like, how have you been?
These people don't like me.
Fuck them. But.
Yeah, that's what it is right now.
But how have you been able to monetize and turn this kind of something almost like, yeah, I think I'm good at this, into a bona fide fucking business where you making money, making bank, you can support your family, you can pay your bills, you can do the things that you're like financially obligated. Like, how were you able to do that?
All right, so like you say, yeah, I still trying to figure it out. First of all, I still trying to figure out some things, but in the meantime, wait, I've been making it because I've been doing a lot. Like, the content was like putting out the content, and just me putting out content just for putting out content sake. I put out content to see what people like. It's like every time I put out a video, I take in a survey. What do y'all like from me? What are the videos that y'all like? So when I do put out a video, I can see the video. Okay, this one get plenty. This one, so I kind of noticed that, okay, we get plenty women. I noticed my audience too, but like, I get plenty women watching. So I started to put out some videos where I know catering to women. Right. When you see me do the Kalika character, I don't care what niggas them gotta say when they see me and they ain't wait. Dog, I used to ask, like, who would you this? Like, I feel like, dog, I get my women is the majority of people that follow me and do this, right? So a lot of my stuff is for women. Even if I talk from my standpoint, is dealing with women. like stuff they dealing with. So I learned these things, and I thought, okay, they like this, relationship stuff, they like relationship stuff.
Right.
Anything dealing with bombers and driving in Nassau and growing up in Heman, boy, they like that. So the 10 years, I just was putting out content to see what people like. And coming down, it was like, okay, y'all like this, let's start doing more of this.
Right.
And then, like I say, start noticing that people starting to call because, hey, I don't mind you promoting my business if your video is clean like this. So now it's like, all right, keep on doing the clean videos, because now when I keep on doing the clean videos, even if you don't want to, it's like even if you get some quick money, we just need this out there. They call me quick because they know they ain't got to read. Some people don't even have to rewatch the why. Wow. They watch it once, but they like to be like, oh, wait, sorry, baby, just do what you gotta do.
Just do what you
like,
can
I have
do.
people that call me like, wait, just do what you gotta do, baby. We just need a video with saying this, that, and this way to be. And I be like, and they get it, and they be like, dog, better than what we expected. And it's only because I kind of know what you like. So it's just, I just was putting out so much content, and now I figuring out what people like. And now it's like, that's how I'm monetizing, because, all right, y'all want to see me live now. Okay. Now I gotta give you a more live events. So 2023, y'all more see me in person, Sawyer Boy.
Oh man!
So now you see me in person, Sawyer Boy, and now you get to see more of. Hold on, buddy, Sawyer Boy, chance, boy, he look with some weight and thing, being over COVID. Why he look different everywhere I go? Boy, people be like, you look like Sawyer Boy, but I ain't know. Every time I say, everyone is be telling me, you look so different, and I ain't gonna lie, I know I look different. Like, I to a point now, boy, dog, I've been trying to look like this from I come out of school.
You look good, bro. You look good.
Thank you, boy. And boy, I to a point where I don't just look different physically, I different mentally too.
Right.
And everything that I feel like I know or I learn, boy, I could find some way to give that to a whole lot of other people. So spiritually, but they get me spiritually. They could get me talking some serious stuff, like we can do that. Right. So it's just a matter of learning what you have and finding the right way to put it together. I know people like my character, so I went together and put together a whole TV sitcom with just my characters.
Oh man, and I gotta watch that.
And
when they're dropping?
They're dropping this year. And I talking about, like I say, everything was before was me doing my phone.
Right.
But this year, this time it's different. It's like, yeah, I was practicing, but now it's like,
you
getting that video, you getting that good quality, you getting that good up close, and I have some. I get some big ideas to fulfill, and I feel like I have a crowd that interested in watching it and actually now, because it's like, dog, we've been watching your journey, bro. I get people with me, but we've been watching your journey, bro. How do we need you to help? Like, that's what not to say I want, because that's what I get now. Like, people who are CEOs of businesses and stuff hitting me up, and like they see me like, but continue doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
So it hit me on another level, like, bro, I ain't just, and that's what happened with videos too. It's like, I know my videos ain't just for this certain type of people. Mine might have been like that at first, but now it's like, hold on, I get some business people listening and watching.
Yeah.
I get pastors and stuff, and I get growing people who, respectable and thing out there watching my stuff and appreciating it. So it's like, okay, let me just continue on this path, because I here to please the people, and so if the people getting pleased by,
you said something very interesting, right? Like business is my fucking superpower. If I was to say what my superpower is,
and that ain't mine at all.
Like, but like I could fucking,
I don't know it.
But like I remember fucking being 4 years old. They say, what you want to be? I want to be a businessman. And in my head, a businessman carried a fucking briefcase. I borrowed my fucking grandpa, I teach my grandpa briefcase. And to me, that was a businessman. But I always wanted to be a businessman, right? And so I know business. I love business. I think it's amazing. I think, honestly, and I don't know how this is going to be received, but I think it's godlike. Because you have an intangible thought that you bring into the physical. Like you have that idea and you put that on paper and then you realize that. Like that's creation, dog.
That is creation. So you was a creator, because that's how I feel when I create my videos.
But see, there's a difference between being a creative and a creator. So I can bring the wife on that. But what I realize is that, and why I love business, right, is because, like I said, you get to do that. But what you said was business, like literally everything you just said was I put something out there and I listened to the market, right? And I adjusted and I gave the market what they wanted. That's how you are successful in fucking business, and that's why you're successful. You ain't just doing. I
didn't even know that, right?
No, but you ain't just doing what you want to do for you. Like, you doing what you want to do for you, and you say, okay, well, I want to do 5 different things for me. The market responds to 2 things, and so you say, you know what? I can go all in on those 2 things because that's what the market is fucking responding to,
right?
And that's fucking business.
Okay.
Right? Like you did your research. Like you say, every video is a survey. You know, you did your research, you got your feedback, and that's what you did. So for me, like that shit is golden. That shit is golden, right?
Me too.
And so, like, I could appreciate that from a business standpoint. Like, I look at somebody like you fucking, no bullshit, and I ain't trying to fucking blow smoke up your ass or whatever. If somebody was to say, like, I don't even know if this is the right term, and I don't want to offend you if I say this, but like, I would call you the Bahamian Kevin Hart. Like, I see what you're doing and all of the different areas that you're doing. You know, you have your family, you have this, you have that. You know, Sawyer Boy Entertainment. I look at what Heartbeat Productions is doing.
Yeah,
and like, you're getting in all of these different things. You get your fitness on. I know Kevin Hart is fucking big on fitness. Kevin, stop fucking around. Come to the Bahamas. Deal with Timico Sawyer, a.k.a. Sawyer Boy. You need to get that link, eh?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like y'all in the same fucking arena. Like, y'all in the same sport. Like, I mean, not just as comedians, but like I feel that that's the track that you want. Like, I could easily see Sawyer Boy Entertainment and Timico Sawyer, like Kevin Hart. Like, I could see that. And I don't know if you had that comparison before.
Kevin Hart is a big part of why I doing what I doing and why here where I am now, because like you say, but he ain't just, he's doing the comedy. He was a family man. We had the same amount of kids and then we was the same age. And the story was just the same way. Like, I listening to the comedy, it's like, it ain't just funny. It's like, dog, this me.
That's me.
This what I doing right now. And the things what he talking about is like, I going through that. The things we doing on the side, like, dog, I trying to do that too. That's where I see myself. And like, this is, it's sticking to the same thing. And he ain't changed who he is. And I like, when I mean he ain't changed who he is, I talking about from what we perceive,
the core,
what we seeing. He's still talking the same way.
Yeah.
He accept the fact that he's short. This is what it is. Yeah, I get your. Yeah, I had a relationship with him. Wake out. Boom, I starting off from the beginning. Yeah, I ain't never had no money, but now the money coming in. And I was like it's part of me like growing. And I did just get into the comedy thing. But when I started on the Kevin Hart, I wasn't even into the comedy thing.
Wow.
I was bringing. Let me see if I can say this. Was I in a relationship? I was bringing women over and things like he's watching Kevin Hart and things to get away. Like,
dog, you using Kevin Hart to get pussy.
Not to get it. Well, yes, to get it.
To get some
once they laughing and dog, I wasn't no comedian yet, but they know me as Miko.
Yeah, right.
Miko,
you so funny.
Miko. So I watching this and they watching it, they laughing. I like, if you laughing, wait, dog, if you laughing, we can link. Because if you like to laugh, I got you laughing. So the whole Kevin Hart thing was there on, and so I was there from the whole journey of. So even like when I get into my stand-up comedy podcast, like I said, I wasn't getting into this. The only reason I get into this, like certain people is to push me, like my boy Teach is to push me too. Teach is like, boy, you need to get up in that stand-up comedy. Me go get into that stand-up comedy, but I could take you and open you up more internationally. It's like, bro, I ain't talking in front of nobody, but and that's how it was. And now we're to the point where it's like. The stand-up comedy coming, I feel like it's taking over everything. Because, boy, I ain't lying. You catch me live, boy. I go put on a show. Like I get 10 years of comedy that I've been working on. It's like, hey, I get some stuff. So even if you had kind of had before, it's like I kind of had this before, and it's like, yeah, you kind of had before. You kind of had when it was just a thought. You experienced it before. Yeah, so it like that now, and that's what I'm doing this year with not just the TV shows, like. Growing up Bohemian, boy, I about to share all my life and give you a little bit of this is why I am the way I am, but in stand-up comedy form. Yeah. So that's where I am now, boy. And boy, trust me, I want people to be peeing up themselves, boy.
So in a nutshell, 2023, Like, what can the people expect from you? That's Timico Sawyer. That's fucking Sawyer Boy. Like, what can we expect? Because I just feel it in my fucking bones. Like 2023 is gonna be a transformative year. Like we doing shit that we been thinking about, but we ain't never do before.
I want to show it on Netflix, but
shit.
Like, but I ain't gonna lie, I don't have thoughts and things like that because I ain't ready for that. But if I say that right now, but I mean, I feel like I have
Netflix.
something what I could put out there to have people at Netflix or whatever stay screaming out there, be like, bro, I from the Bahamas, boy. Like, plenty of people like to run away from what they have and try to go somewhere else to find out who they are. I older now, like they used to do that in their 20s and 30s, but I couldn't go nowhere. I still 40 something still here and also a Bahamas place, so it's like, yeah, well, y'all can get this. And I realized that, but we have a lot of stuff right here that people pay a lot of money to come and be a part of, and they killing it, boy. They killing it, boy.
No, I
killing it.
always
we
say,
ain't doing nothing. Like, I don't know. We just gonna wait
tell
on
my wife
someone.
all the fucking time. Like, I don't care how much money I make. How much, like, the Bahamas is the best fucking place to live in the world. I don't care.
Paradise. I don't care what no one say.
I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, we have our challenges. Everywhere you got your fucking challenges, but I would not want to live any fucking where else than in the Bahamas.
Neither me, boy. I still to that point now. Like, I good. Like, even if I move, it's like, but I can move, but I ain't moving. I still gotta have somewhere here, but like, but I still could be here.
Yeah.
Like, I know, yeah, but I think I working on some big things. Like, I getting to the point now where it's like, I trying to look at myself from a different viewpoint of me being myself. Because you being yourself and looking at yourself from what you're seeing is something completely different from what other people seeing. Yeah. Especially when people seeing something so much more in you. Yeah. When people start to see something so much more in you and you can't see it, then you gotta start. I to the point where I gotta step back. Let me see what you are seeing, and I take some time to figure out how to do that. And I to the point now I was like, oh, that's what y'all seeing? Or now I seeing myself to a point like, oh, so I just been holding back. Yeah. Because,
we hold back.
Yeah, we used to hold back. We smart. And plus, if we put our all into it, we're going to make sure it's right. Like, you would never go in no bodybuilding competition if you know you wasn't prepared.
Nope.
To do that. If you wasn't prepared, you'd probably be like, I ain't going to this one. Because you're only about to see this thing that
this version of me, but I know I can do this. Yeah.
Right. No, I got so you. It's the same way with that. So it's like, I get into some big things. I want to do something where I know behemoths like to go and make it. I want to be the one to make it without having to go. But
that's
still,
hold on. Yeah. Back that shit out, because that shit is deep. Say that again. Say that one more time.
Yeah, I don't want to be like the behemoths who leave to make it. I want to be that one to make it right here.
Right fucking
here.
Boy, because
I want to be like,
it here,
dog, they done fly me over there to come and do the expo. And I see that and it's like, last year I got fly over to go host my wife in Miami. And not just because I was a behemoth. Yeah, I was a behemoth, but they could have called any other behemoth. Yeah. They've been doing that for years and years and years. They called me. And I was a comedian. They talking shit. But they like it. Yeah. And these people who... like, oh, we need you to come and host this wife in the club and thing and host. Nobody just like, hey, we having a gala. A gala. You got a red gala. You're flying you over to the gala and but we need you to host it. And it's like, and bro, then it's like, what's the age bracket? Oh, 55 plus. And I was like, and y'all want me? Like, yeah, man. And I go on there, but everybody know me. These behemoths who living in the States, but they still holding down the Behemoth Association over there in Florida, but they holding it down. They doing things big for us. Yeah. Because there's some people who gone over there and forget their roots. Yeah. And from them to call me over and I thought it was a nice event. And I there and they laughing and I looking at them like, hey, we got to do some dance plus play. I ain't giving y'all hosting. This is me hosting. This ain't me
doing it.
Making y'all laugh. Like I can stand up on stage for an hour right now, easy. And just talk about love. I go on stage and run on for 30 minutes just talking about Jones as well. And that's only because I've been working on something. Let me try to joke like this. Let me try to joke like this. Let me try to joke like this. And after doing it so much times, it's like, okay, I see how it works. And now I was like, okay, I got something to show you. So, but this year, we're doing it big, boy. 2023, I doing it big, big,
doing it big in 2023,
big. And plus, I need to pay my rent. So, boy, dog, this is gonna need to work. This can need to work. But I like the challenge, man.
I tell you, bro, like, one nigga you got in your corner, just holler, baby. Like, I fucking got, but like, I, whatever I could do.
Respect.
Whatever I could do. You know what I do. Whatever I could do, if I can add value to
I want something going on Netflix, baby.
But let's fucking do it. But like, I want something going on Netflix too. So like, let's fucking do that.
Like, I have it.
Like, no, let's go.
Like, I have it, baby.
Wait, fuck that, baby. We gang.
Bro.
We gang.
Listen to me,
We
baby.
fucking gang. We gang.
All right, then.
Hey, we going on Netflix fucking 2023.
Netflix 2024.
Fuck what you heard.
Be ready.
Be ready. Taking the Bahamas. What they say 242 to the world.
Yeah, but we ain't even taking the Bahamas. We bringing them to the Bahamas, baby.
But we
without having to go anywhere.
But we bringing them fucking here.
Without having to go anywhere. I could then see it, dog. I didn't see it in my head, baby.
So yeah, let the people know. Look at that camera right there. Let the people know, unless they've been living under a rock for fucking 10 years, let the people know where they can find you and how they get in contact with you if they want you to do some shit.
Look here, Sawyer Boy TV on everything. Once you go on Google, you type in Sawyer Boy TV, that's me. You go on Instagram, Sawyer Boy TV, Facebook, Sawyer Boy TV, the website, SawyerBoy.com, YouTube, Sawyer Boy TV, Snapchat, I know, Sawyer Boy TV 242 maybe, TikTok, Sawyer Boy TV 242. Once you type in Sawyer Boy TV, you can see me. You go to the cable stations where you turn your channel on to a certain station, you can see me, boy. You turn on your radio station, you can see me, boy. I trying to be everywhere. Where you go to an event, you go to one of your friends' wedding, they get married, but guess who hosting the wine? Me. And hey, boy, that's where yeah. Cause boy, I to the point now where it's like Miles Monroe say die empty, boy.
But die fucking empty.
And I take that into a whole another level because boy, everything what I doing, boy, my thoughts and thing, I just put it together and I give it to you. Like, boy, this is what I get. I want to be when I leave. I feel like, yep, I do it. Don't cry to my funeral, boy. Come there and talk some good stories, boy. But be careful because my daughter ain't gonna let you disrespect me to my funeral. That's all they say. She, hey, watch your mouth now. That's my daddy still. Hey, let's wait. What?
Man. Yo. So you have been listening to the Value Add Podcast with EQ. We have just had an awesome conversation with Timico Sawyer, aka Sawyer Boy, and it's been incredible, man. I'm looking forward to the great things that we have in store. So
yes, brother, it's a pleasure to be here, boy.
But I appreciate you so much.
It's a pleasure to be here, boy. Hey, it's the time we start doing something different than what everybody else doing, and not even what different than what everybody else doing, but different from what people expect us to be doing.
You know what it is? Like, and I told my wife this the other day. I said, you know what? And I mean, it sounds kind of cliche because it's rhymey, but I'm like, fuck it, I doing me in 2023. Like, literally everything that I in 2023. But that's like that. That's like my fuck. I putting that on a shirt. I putting that on a hoodie. Like, and that means everything. But I got you, dog. Like whatever I'm inspired to do, whatever is in my head, like I just fucking can do it. Like I ain't thinking too much. Oh, what about no? Fuck that. If it's here, I can do it. I doing me in 2023.
Hey, do that, boy. And remember too, boy. Everybody ain't gonna be on your run.
But fuck them, boy.
Yeah,
everybody ain't on your run. Hey, you know, I said I got 3 of them shit. I buy one for me, I buy one for my wife, and I buy one for my daughter. Yeah, everybody ain't gonna be on your run.
Everybody ain't gonna be on your run, boy. Do it anyway, boy. They look at me, boy. I lose all my friends, boy. Dog, I lose all my friends through this journey, boy. I lose a lot of things through this journey, but I had to put love aside through this journey and to get where I have to get. But sometimes you gotta put everything aside to get where you have to get. I realized the things that I did wrong. It was like, okay, I gotta do something different.
Yeah.
The love ain't wake, and the love ain't gonna wake until I get this certain things together. And I realized that. And but even until you take yourself serious, ain't nothing gonna happen. So if you ain't taking yourself serious, you gotta expect someone to take you seriously.
I doing me in 2023.
Do you in 2023? Do me? Do you? Yeah. Hey, listen. Do you? Don't do me.
Whatever rhymes. Don't do me. Do you?
Yeah. To him.
But you say you do you.
But don't do him because he married.
don't do
you
me.
married. No, you can't. No.
Do Sawyer.
Just buy just buy the
Just buy my shit.
It say do me. It say do me in 2023. That's it. Just buy it.
Just buy it
wear
when we put it out there.
And that's all.
Hashtag blast.
That's it.